The sun rose like any other morning in the wilderness, but something was off in the air. A strange tension had been brewing quietly among the tents of the Israelites. Whispers, complaints, subtle glances, seeds of rebellion were taking root, and at the center of it all was a man named Korah. Korah wasn't just any Israelite. He was a Levite, a man of status, privilege, and responsibility. He came from the same tribe that God had set apart for holy service. But it wasn't enough. He wasn't satisfied with what God had given him. And that's where it began, not with a sword, but with discontent. He pulled others into his circle, Dathan, Abiram, and On, along with 250 leaders, men of renown, respected by the people. But Korah poisoned their minds with one idea. Moses isn't special. Who made him boss over us? Aren't we all holy? Doesn't God speak to all of us too? And there it was. Pride, masked as equality. Rebellion, dressed in the robe of fairness. They marched together to confront Moses and Aaron, brazen, bold, blinded by their ambition. "You take too much upon yourselves," they shouted. "All the congregation is holy. Why do you exalt yourselves above the assembly of the Lord?" Moses didn't defend himself. He fell face down, not out of weakness, but out of awe and sorrow. He knew what they were doing wasn't just against him. It was against God himself, so he gave them a test. "Tomorrow morning," Moses said, "you and your followers are to bring censers filled with incense before the Lord. Let God show us who he has truly chosen." And morning came. The 250 men stood at the entrance of the tabernacle, swinging their censers in defiance. Korah stood proud with his arms crossed, thinking this would be his moment. But then, the glory of the Lord appeared. God was angry. He told Moses and Aaron to step away from the entire assembly. He was ready to wipe them all out, but Moses and Aaron interceded. They pleaded with God. "Will you be angry with the entire assembly when only one man sins?" So God gave a warning. Moses stood up and cried out to the people, his voice shaking with urgency. "Move away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Don't touch anything that belongs to them, or you'll be swept away in their sin." People backed away. Mothers grabbed their children. Men pulled their livestock. Eyes were wide with fear. Korah and his company stood defiant, mocking, unbothered. And then it happened. The ground split open. It wasn't an earthquake, it was a judgment. The earth opened its mouth and swallowed them alive. Korah, Dathan, Abiram, their families, their tents, everything. And then the earth closed.